Oh, good morning everybody and welcome to Nifty 50 Photographers. A little bit different today with my good friend Simon, Simon B, who runs his own channel and knows all about motorbikes, and I'll let Simon introduce himself.
Hey YouTubers, how are we? Simon B here. Yeah, so something a little bit different today, a bit of collaboration. Motorcycle photography, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, so today Simon's going to show us some great locations in the Lake District. He has a lovely little Vinton motorbike, and we'll see if we can capture some pictures of that and of my bike too, hopefully. It's a lovely quiet morning in the Lake District. You can see Coniston Lake behind us, and so we'll head off out now and go and get some pictures. So what we've done, we've found ourselves a lovely view. So we've got the Langdale Hills behind us, and we've got a place called Tarnhouse in the bottom, and my camera in the background, but we won't worry about that for a minute. So we've got a really nice backdrop for the bike, and we've set the bike in a little gap, so you've got that view right behind it. And we're thinking about, we turn the wheel slightly towards us because I want to be able to see the headlight. And we'll try taking a picture with the headlight on and with it off. And normally what I do when I'm taking a picture of a bike, so I would make sure I know I've got the location right, and then I'll have a little walk around the bike and just see what I think is the nicest angle. And I think most bikes are pretty good when you sort of head on, slightly looking straight at the tank, and you need to be a similar height to the where it says 701 on this little Husqvarna, and that's where I'm going to do a photograph from. So I'm going to take my first one from here. I'm going to have to move a little bit because I think my camera's in the background. So I'm just moving around a little bit to make sure I've got the background in the right place, and I'm doing quite a tight shot on this. I'm using a 55mm prime lens, so I'm actually cutting out a bit of the wheels, but I'm focusing right on the logo. I'm going to do another one further back because this is a fixed lens. I have to zoom with my feet, so I'm going to do another one from back here, get the whole bike in, and again focusing about the same point. Yep, that's looking good. Now I'm going to ask Simon to put the headlight on. And just repeat the same shot. And I've got F4 so I'll get a nice... Yeah, so I've set my camera in aperture priority mode at F4, and I'm actually going to overexpose this a little bit. So I've set my exposure compensation up because the engine is very dark. In fact, I'm going to try another little trick.
You set to F4. This is if you're using something that's quite technical, if you want to start using cameras.
Like a DSLR, or this is actually a mirrorless camera, mirrorless DSLR.
So the F4 would give you a blurred background, wouldn't it?
It'll give you a bit of a blurred background, but it's I haven't gone super wide, which would have been f2.8, because I think the bike itself then would go a bit blurred, like on the extreme ends at the back of it, for example. So I'm choosing f4 to get the whole of the bike in focus. The backgrounds will go a wee bit blurred, but you'll still be able to tell it's a nice backdrop.
Cool, cool. So little bits of tips like that, that's all you need.
So the last little thing we're going to do, because the engine block is very dark, I'd like to lighten that up. So I brought a little video light. You can buy these off Amazon or any well-known retailer. They're only about 20 quid. And we're going to bounce some light onto the bike frame just to make it pop a bit more. So you see what we've done here. These have a variable colour temperature. So we'll set it quite warm. I think it's about 3,200 Kelvin. Yeah, that's a bit like a halogen light that you'd get at home. And it's shining onto the frame, and it's just picking up on this bit of the logo as well. So that's really bringing all these bits that are very dark and in shadow against. You've got a very bright tank here, so there's a lot of contrast there. So I'm just trying to alleviate that so that the photo looks more interesting. It makes the bike pop a bit more. That's how you can take a nice photograph of your motorbike. So we're going to tootle off now, find a coffee and a bacon sandwich. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video on how to photograph your motorbike, and big thanks to Simon for joining us in today's video and helping us out with that. We're enjoying a bit of Lake District weather now. If you're wondering what to watch next, watch my video on how to photograph a motorcycle in a lot more detail, and that'll give you all the settings and everything you need. I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers guys. What? I didn't press go.
Oh, you were recording?
Now we're recording.
Oh dear.
Have you got my bag?
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we've got it.
Where's my bag?
I don't know, where is it?
Where's my rucksack?
I don't know.
Got it, right.
Take two.